Beats Planet.
What's up, y'all? How you doing? In the words of Future, Ain't no crying in my phantom. You might get tears on my seat. Hey, man, listen, bro. It's going to look a little different in here. Okay? It's going to look a little different in here. Everybody, please respect Antoine. He's going to be in here somewhere. He's going to be in here somewhere, whether it's the live chat or whether it's going to be the post game. Antoine done fought many fights with us over this Zeke situation. Hey, you know what I'm saying? It's part of the game. It's part of the circle of life. You know what I'm saying? I respect Zeke. We celebrate Zeke. We love Zeke. Prime Zeke was incredible. But we got to keep on keeping on, man. We got to keep on keeping on, you know? It was just kind of floating around, and I'm not going to lie. Will Steele, I was looking at it earlier, right? Because half of me was like, hey, man, we're going to celebrate Zeke. But the other half, I read Jane Slater. She was like, hey, man, they might still work on it. I was like, whoa. I was like, whoa. what you mean? what you mean? Look. I'm going to be respectful to the boy because he's done some great things here. Cowboy, Ring of Honor guy, and all that. But when Jane Slater said, hey, yo, they going to think about working on it, I was like, woof. Let's stay focused here, right? Two things can be the same at the same time, right? This needed to happen. This needed to happen on multiple fronts. This needed to happen. Whether it be the monetary situation, don't worry about Zeke. Zeke made his money. Zeke made his money, right? Whether it be the player production side, I still got a good fight with Okoye coming. You know, whenever we get this roundtable going, I'm sending that text in a minute. I would just love to argue with Okoye to see what he was seeing. Right? But all due respect to Zeke, sir. You had a fantastic career. But just like we did with DeMarcus, just like we did with Dez and them, I was a little more hurt for Dez, but just like we did for Dez and them, DeMarco Murray, remember DeMarco Murray, Will Steele? We was like, what are we doing? He's an Eagle now. And that motherfucker just did nothing since he left. It's just, that's how this go. Appreciate you, Zeke. Salute to you, sir. But it's Bijan Robinson. I mean, it's Tony and whoever the hell, you know what I mean? So, hey, really, I ain't really want to talk about Zeke too much because what else can you say? What else is there to say? You know, 10.9 post June 1st, Will Steele correct?
Yes,
all
sir.
that?
Yes, sir.
That's all we got for Zeke. Will Steele got his hand on the button over there. So go ahead, sir. What you got? I don't want to be a part of this. Go ahead, Will Steele.
Didn't even say nothing. I'm with you, man. Yo,
sure?
Yeah.
Sure, 'cause I saw your hand on the button over there. I didn't know what you was about to do.
No.
Okay, cool.
This is a moment to respect Zeke, like you said, to celebrate Zeke.
Okay, cool.
But before that, look, I understand that Zeke was great for about a good 4 years, but it's time to move on. I'm not crying about this, but I feel good about the future of the Cowboys running back room, Cowboys Nation. So sorry that I don't feel bad. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
Made sure I wasn't in the screen. You did that tasteless shit. I made sure I was gone. You did that shit. They not finna look. Hey, yo, look, down volume. Yo, look, they not gonna edit me into that one, dog. I'm gone.
No, they gonna edit you. You gonna be like this.
Look, they gonna freeze me right here, and they gonna make my mouth move. You know they can do that now. Right. Zeke is overrated. I'm glad he's gone. Oh goodness.
Nah, I just want to have fun. We haven't had his Stone Cold Hills guy in quite some time. In all seriousness, though, man, he gave us some great moments. You know, the Lions game.
But it's time for Tony. Get his ass up out of here. It's time for. Nah, I'm bullshit. Go ahead, Winston. My bad.
I'm trying to be like sincere. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be sincere. Boom, let's go.
Boom, let's go.
I will remember the Lions game, the Steelers game. Yep. Definitely the Steelers game. Mm-hmm. Right, like that Steelers game was one of the biggest moments that he had in his career. I remember his rookie year, all-time great rookie year. And he was at one point the heart and soul of this football team, of this offense. You know what I mean? So, you know, it was some fun times with Ezekiel Elliott as a fan.
Yeah.
But like you said, DeMarcus Ware, Dez Bryant, DeMarco Murray, it just happens. That's just part of the cycle, man. And I think Dallas beholds their players a little bit tighter than other teams because we haven't won in 30 years. So our closeness is to these players.
Yeah. I did want to add a little bit of light to the content, Will, still. Because first of all, that's who we are, you know. We are a high energy show. That's just kind of what we do here. And the one thing I didn't want to turn this into is a boys to men say goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like I'm not gonna sit up here and pretend like the past few months we haven't been. All right, now you make too much. When are we gonna cut Zeke? You know, I'm not gonna act like that's not the case, but I'm not going to publicly shit on Zeke. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna just publicly say bad things or despair. Like his time here was fantastic. Love his time here, but shit, man, we got a Super Bowl to win next year, dog. You know what I mean? And it just by the way it looks, by the news, Zeke ain't gonna be a part of that run. It's gonna feel weird for a minute. Because technically, Tony was the starting running back last year, but Tony getting the first carry gonna be strange, ain't it? Tony getting the first carry gonna be a little bit strange, but it is what it is. That is the circle of life, and this show wouldn't be the show if we didn't give it to you with that kind of energy. But I'm Voch Lombardi, by the way. And if y'all want to cancel Will Steele, y'all go over there at Skywalker Steele on Twitter.
All the way from Bel Air, California. Please welcome Will the Thrill.
Appreciate you, my guy, for bringing that energy. Me and you really do have fantastic show chemistry, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hated on Pat McAfee a little bit early. That motherfucker had half America.
Oh my gosh,
watching this shit.
Yo, it goes, man. Pat is goals, bro. 500-something thousand people watching live to hear Aaron Rodgers shit on the Packers, basically.
I can't even get my entire 76,000 subs to show up at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker show up with his numbers. But it's all good.
Why we need the studio, bro? We get the studio, we gonna do numbers.
Big things popping, sir. But Ezekiel Elliott, we're not going to touch on him very, 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 very long, like I said, because what more can I say about the whole Zeke Elliott thing? But I think we have a lot to say about this Gilmore thing. I think we have so much more to say about this Gilmore thing. Well, still, which is another reason why I love this time slot. Everything happened at this time. Between 3 to 5 Central, everything happened. So when the Gilmore news dropped yesterday, y'all got my raw reaction. Y'all got my thoughts as I came up with them, but I did have time to sleep on it. And I got even more takes. We're going to hear Will's take. We're going to kind of go back and forth. Then we're going to get into the phones. If y'all want to talk about the whole Zeke thing, you want to talk about, Gilmore, then we could talk about that. Master William.
Yeah.
So let's just talk about all these things as a whole right now. Because like I said, we're not going to talk about Zeke as itself very long. But bringing back Dono, bringing back Vander Esch, and we're going to talk about Gilmore a lot later. Acquiring Gilmore. Zeke is gone. Does the draft strategy change for you? Connor McGovern's a Bill. What's his face? Noah Brown, a Texan, right? Luke Gifford played for somebody doing something now for $38. So with the list of transactions that we've made so far, Master William, does your draft strategy change?
Maybe a little. Mm-hmm. Like you're not pigeonholed to taking a cornerback or a linebacker early. Not that I thought they would have done that anyway. They didn't take the Devin. Is it Devin Lloyd? The Utah
Devin
kid?
Lloyd linebacker. Yeah.
They didn't take Devin Lloyd last year. They didn't take the Georgia kid at any point in time in the first 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. And cornerback wise, I don't think they're out the woods. Like they could still take one. So I don't necessarily think it changes drastically, but it gives you some leeway, right? Like if a guy that you have higher than the next rated corner is on the board at a position of need, you can say, hey, we got Gilmore, so let's go take this receiver, or let's take this tackle, or let's take this whatever. So I don't think you should say, hey, we got a 33-year-old on 1-year deal, nothing to worry about. We got an injury prone linebacker that came back. We're cool. We don't need to address it at any point in this draft. So I would lean towards no. My strategy does not change. I still think you need to address offensive line. Still think you need weapons. And if a corner falls in your lap, you might be looking at corner next year because Jay Lu's a free agent. So will Gilmore.
I think it's a lot more clear. Just with the needs left over. So we always talk about, hey man, the Cowboys love to sign Nolan Carroll, then come out and talk about, all right, so we don't need corner. So if a corner fall does, it's cool. We got Nolan Carroll. We got, what I'm saying? This ain't Nolan Carroll.
No.
This is much different than Nolan Carroll, right? And like I said, we're going to talk about him in a little bit, but I just want to talk about this. Foots called in yesterday, talked to Foots for a little bit. We didn't fuss, right? But Foots called in, and me and him agree that I think this draft has turned into the first 3 picks have got to be offensive, right? Because we did think that corner was going to be one of the first 3 picks, and I even thought the corner was going to be the first pick, just based on how the value fell. But when you got a Gilmore not Nolan Carroll,
right?
He's not a, oh, we'll just sign a guy. I forgot my man's name, but y'all talked to on a late night hype, and then all of a sudden y'all was cool with
Daryl. I'm not still with fool.
Daryl Worley.
Unfortunately, unfortunately, I'm cool with him, but unfortunately, it didn't work out. Yeah.
This ain't Daryl Worley, player. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, just having Gilmore, and you tell me if I'm wrong here before we move on, Gilmore being here, is he going to want more money in a longer contract, or are we just going to run with?
I'm not hearing that. I don't think they would anyway.
Okay,
they don't normally do that. We've signed we've traded for these guys before. Mm-hmm. When I say these guys, I'm talking about 30-year-old plus, veteran mercenaries, the Quinns, the Bennetts, the Hankins, the Gilmores, Everson Griffin. They have never signed any of those guys long term. So this is a mercenary hit, Voch, and I love it. This is what you got to do, but you can't. It can't be your end all be all, and I don't think you can rely on it long term. That's why I don't think you can rule out cornerback. Who's your top corner? You haven't done it yet.
Witherspoon from Illinois.
I shouldn't say top because if the top gonna fall there, no. But if a Joey Porter Jr.,
so we're looking more like Cam Smith, Deontay Banks, the kid from Miami, Stevenson. The rest of the guys are kind of like second round picks, but when you at the end of the first round, they're really second round picks anyway.
Yeah.
But how this draft falls, I mean, hell, man, wide receiver 2 could be there. So you could be looking at linebacker 1 versus wide receiver 2 versus cornerback 4 or 5. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think you can completely shut the door on it, but it still gives you an option to take that guy because he could step right in the next year without being thrusted into that role, or maybe he goes in there and he beats Jordan Lewis. Maybe he goes in there and beats a Deron Bland. I'm cool with bodies that are the good quality bodies and could be here long term.
And I hope this don't sound messy, but Jerry Jones met with Odell Beckham mama. I don't know what that even means.
Yeah, he said he talked. Yeah,
he talked to his mom and she was very impressive. That's you can quote that. That's Voch being a good media guy. I met his mom and she was very impressive. Jerry Jones said that. So in my mind, right, just as it stands, we haven't done nothing with the wide receiver position. If Odell Beckham does end up being a guy that Jerry Jones is very impressed with his mother and he's a Dallas Cowboy, then you've totally cleared the house, right? Like you've totally cleared all right, we can go in and draft whoever we want to. You know what I'm saying? With Zeke being gone, we was talking about running back anyway, but we was also talking about the idea that if Zeke was around and you draft Jahmyr Gibbs, Zeke taking the first carry or whatever. Does the running back landscape change for you at all? Is Tony still a guy that you looking for long term? Is Tony a guy that you want to keep on the franchise tag for 1 year? Then we go and get some young dude and that'll be the long term guy. Like, does this change anything for you? Then after this, we just gonna talk a lot about Gilmore. I just want to get this out of the way.
We was joking around behind the scenes. What's long term? 2 years?
Yes. That's a long time for running back. 2 years for a running back is like 7.
I ain't trying to go crazy now. If they want to sign him long term, 2 extra years on top of this at $7 million plus. Well, you can't do 7. My bad. My apologies. You can't because you start off at 10.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now it starts at 10. So we're talking 12 plus over the next 3 seasons because I'm pretty sure his people aren't going to go for 2 years. So I just say let's let this thing roll. Just play this out with Tony Pollard. Draft you a back, mid rounds or second round if it's like a Gibbs or what have you. And just keep rolling. I just truly do believe in running backs that can come in there and play for you well right away.
One last thing before we move on to the feature presentation, and this could transition into a segue, John. So, does Zeke's contract money that we saved, does that go directly to Gilmore? Like his
Nah.
10.9, does that go straight to Gilmore?
Nah. So funny thing is, the money that we had to get Gilmore was Gallup, the restructure. Yeah.
Well, shit, Michael Gallup, thank you very much. I mean, shit.
Zeke will probably be free. Will probably be the draft class, and the Malik Hooker of this year, the Everson Griffin of 2020, of last year, Everson Griffin 2020, Malik Hooker 2021, and then Barr. You know how we signed those veterans in July?
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably be some of that.
So let's say this. We'll still put the phone number on the screen so the people can call in because we're gonna be shutting this thing down at some point. You know what I'm saying? Let me just get these thoughts out. Like I said yesterday, you know, I talked about the Gilmore news and passing. I mean, shit, because it was brand new, and also it ain't like I was privy to the idea that Gilmore was gonna be here, so I ain't really do a whole bunch of homework. I just know that he was good. I did my own research. Koye helped out. Go over there and check him out.
Oh man, great video.
John Owning did some work. Go over there, check him out. Go over there, check him out. You know, and that's what I love about this community, right? You can go wherever you want to for the takes. You can go wherever you want for the film, wherever you want for the information. It's out there for you. Time out. Short Dog on the phone. Shit. Hold on. Shit. Short Dog, are you free?
Yeah, you know what, Voch? I just cleaned papers. I got everything done. I went to court last week.
Oh man,
I'm good for now, bro.
Oh man.
So I mean, I got to stay away from certain places, and I'm gonna be on the monitor, but I'll be out on that in 3 months, bro. But hey, Voch, you know it's still gang since potty training. You know I love you, dog. You know I'm busting heads for everybody else. I can comment now. I got my signed into YouTube, and you know what it is, bro. So shout out to Skywalker Steele. Shout out, you know what it is, bro. At the end of the day, Voch, I like the move. Gilmore, everything is on point, bro. I just think we need to go in there and we're gonna be able to draft the BPA. And I'm just rocking with you. And let's turn Voch up, bro, and get bro to 80K, bro. This guy is the GOAT, dog. Everybody like and subscribe. Hit the button. It don't cost you shit. And if you can get on that, hey, Voch, you know what I'm gonna be? I'm gonna get on that Patreon shit, bro. I just figured it out. I'm gonna get on that Patreon with you. And I mess with you all the way, bro. I love you, Voch.
Yo, Short Dog, stay free, man. We gonna, hey man, stay solid in there, man. But shit, man, you gonna do that anyway, bro. You already know. I ain't gotta tell you, stay solid, man. Keep up. I don't know how long Short Dog be having. Will still, I gotta get him in.
That's true.
Short Dog called us from jail one time. I was like, I mean, no, he didn't. Go to Koye Media, check out some of John Owning's work, and right back into the work. Right, look around the athletic, man. Check these different sources. People have done the work on Gilmore. I did my own research.
Yeah, your boy said, Brumley, we need you to get Short Dog out. Shaq's wild.
Oh man, Gilmore better than I thought. Will still.
Yeah.
Stephon Gilmore better than I thought, bro. He's an older player, and the first thing that kind of pops up in your head, right, is he's not. I didn't mean to go right in the Short Dog voice, but he's not the Gilmore that was the guy from the Patriots. He's not the Patriots Gilmore, right? He's not that guy. But I'll tell you what, he's still top 10. Will still top 5. Something like that, just based on the work that I've seen.
Whatever metric you want to use, he is still a top cornerback in this league.
And I'm just up here looking at it, though, right? Because I've gotten so accustomed to the Cowboys just throwing a body at the position. But that's what we did all last year. We just threw bodies at the position. Xavier Rose is like an example of what, Trayvon Mullen is an example of what we'll normally do. 3 dudes that was on the team already. That's an example of something that we'll normally do.
So you got drugged down to thinking because of those guys that Gilmore wasn't as good.
Just in my mind, prior to even signing Gilmore, I was like, hey, if we do anything for a corner, because look, Cowboys do that to us. Hey, we got something planned. When Mike Lombardi tweeted yesterday, the Cowboys about to trade for a corner, I'm thinking, well, they're
I said, they're going to get a young guy that's probably on his rookie deal, and
but boy, when I actually watched Stephon Gilmore, he's still a cornerback 1. You know what I'm saying? He's still a cornerback 1. Now, would you put him against some of the best, like if he was against some of the best talent in the league, right? Like if you put him against, Devontae Adams, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson or whatever, he'll win half of those. The others, boom, boom, boom. But the best part about it though, Will Steele, that made me really Harlem shake in the middle of my room is I know Trey Diggs shut those dudes down. So you mean to tell me Stephon Gilmore about to go cover the Michael Gallups of the world? He about to cover whoever your wide receiver 2 is. Stephon Gilmore about to line up across from that dude. And I started getting excited, Will Steele.
Yeah.
Because we've said many times on this show, I'll just keep the music off. If there's any impediment to the Dallas Cowboys defense, it's run game and cornerback 2. In the middle of the season, we saw Dan Quinn do that little magic. He started whipping some shit. You know what I mean? Just, we brought in Hankins and shit. And then run game got significantly better. The only impediment that was left, Will Steele, and I mean, there's still Trey Diggs tackling and shit like that, but the only impediment that was left was they could just throw deep ball against cornerback 2 and get a fresh set of downs and just end up in the red zone.
Yep.
So we always hear Gerald Jones talk about, hey, man, sometimes you got to take a strength and make that strength a strength of strength. Add to the strength. We always talk about that, right? And once upon a time, that used to be offensive line. Well, this is a bigger unit now that Jerry's talking about. So you take this defense that's already, I ain't going to say the E word, Will, still, because we got to earn that now. That's the E word, earn it. We take this defense, let's just say top 7 to be safe. Right?
Oh, you being safe.
I'm being safe. Let's just 5, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And you add another cornerback 1 to it. And you take away the only leftover biggest impediment, the only impediment that's left. And you don't just throw a body at it. You don't just simply say, hey, man, we need to change the scheme, put a little safety over that. You put a mother over there. You know what I'm saying? You put a mother over there. Bravo. Bravo, Cowboys.
You know what I liken it to, and I know we briefly touched on it, was the Robert Quinn situation, where I think the I hate to use the word casual, it feels dirty, but from the when you just look at it from the onset, oh, look at his stats, he only had like 6 sacks that year. You might think that, well, the team is trying to get rid of him. What's wrong? But when we went at that time, you did it too, and looked at the film, it was like, yo, Robert Quinn still got juice. Robert Quinn, you go look at the stats. Wait, Robert Quinn actually was one of the top guys in pass rush. Well, he's about to be opposite of D-Law.
Sure.
Oh, he about to eat. And what did he do? 14 sacks.
Eat.
And this is a very similar situation. You say Stephon Gilmore, you think, this ain't 2019. This ain't 2018. But then you look a little bit harder and say, oh, he gave up 500 and something yards. Huh. Hey, man, he had a good game against Devontae Adams. He only gave one reception in that game and made the game-winning play. He played Justin Jefferson pretty damn good. Yeah. Hey, man, this dude moving.
Right.
And then you look at the numbers, and it all adds up. So now he gets to play opposite of Trayvon Diggs with a Dan Quinn.
They got to throw at somebody. They got to throw at somebody. You know what I mean? And look, even if you throw the ball at Deron Bland, he's still a ball skill turnover guy.
Come on now. And I think this also, the Stephon Gilmore thing helps everyone. It helps that room. I've been champion for a guy like a Stephon Gilmore in that DB room for a while because we've had a bunch of young guys that just haven't reached the mountaintop, whether it be as a champion or whether it be as an elite player. And then we got lucky and Trayvon Diggs hit that elite status, but he was young. He didn't go through a lot yet. He's still learning the position, for Christ's sake, right?
Yeah.
Now you get a guy in here that's been there, done that, still has that hunger, still has that dog, and can teach you how to get to that level, how to play this angle, right? Xavier Rhodes came in later in the year, and he was supposed to help mentally, but bro couldn't play. So if you can't play, how is Trayvon Diggs or Deron Bland, who's eating, really going to look at an AB or a Woods or a Sheffield or anybody else that's been playing longer and be like, yeah, I'm going to really listen to him. And we're talking about humans here. We're not talking about Madden. We're not talking about fake life. When Stephon Gilmore comes in that door, I don't give a damn that you was an all-pro Trayvon Diggs. You got to respect that man. Mm-hmm. You know? So I think he's going to help this entire room in general.
It could even be a situation where, hey, Trey Diggs get more picks because they throwing back to him again, right? You know these little websites, these little whatever's, man, these little goofy ass people on Twitter that y'all, choose to give y'all attention to. They love to talk about, oh, well, Trey Diggs wasn't as good as he da. Well, there was a point last year they just didn't even throw to him. There was just long stretches of games where we were like, hey, man, they ain't even looking over there.
They loved him to sleep, and that's why you see him get beat off of a double move because he's eager. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's going to be the case this time. You can't try both of these dudes. And correction, because we can't mess up. Quinn had 11.5 sacks, not 14, but he 8 is what was the point. I
know they didn't call and
they got me. They got me.
Hey man, we doing this. All right. Hold on. Let's be like NFL Network. Have a big ass stack of papers. Well,
no. We want to make sure we're right because we hold everybody accountable.
But thanks, chat. Well, still also too. In the offense is finding any little weakness that they could in Dallas Cowboys, right? It was like, hey man, not only can we get chunk yards out of throwing at cornerback too, we can get easy red zone access at throwing at cornerback too, but we can get these deep balls off and not hold the ball very long, right? So we just catch and throw, you know what I mean? Just and do that, right? Yeah. I think we get a lot more sacks now.
100%.
I think this helps the pass rush now. You know what I mean? So now you Michael Parsons and them, you going, hey man, they just can't get rid of the ball quickly versus us anymore. Question, Will Steele. We was asking, right? Was like, why aren't they doing things to impede guys at the line of scrimmage? Why aren't our deep if these teams, sure, if these teams are just getting rid of the ball so quick, why aren't our corners doing something to impede wide receiver progress at the line of scrimmage? Well, maybe that's something that Trey's good at, but maybe cornerback too, maybe wasn't good at that, so maybe that kept Dan from doing it. Gilmore will press the shit out of somebody. And luckily for us, Dan Quinn runs a shitload of man coverage, you know what I mean, where he excels at, you know what I mean? So maybe we can get back to this world where we can bump and run people and be physical at the line of scrimmage to further impede wide receivers from just having free. You remember, Will, like, damn, why they throwing all these slants so quick and nobody there? Why are we not contesting these little 5-yard out routes, these little tosses to the why are we not doing that? Well,
not everybody can play bump and run like that.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And we watched Kelvin Joseph get ate up from bump and run or from off coverage.
They ate up in everything. That don't even count.
But it does, though, because he gave up 4 touchdowns. So remember, that's the problem. Here's Stephon Gilmore has given up 12 touchdowns over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
12 in 5 years. He hasn't given up more than 2 since 2018.
That's crazy.
Our guys, AB and Kelvin Joseph alone, gave up 9 last year.
Mm-hmm.
AB gave up 11 in the last 2 seasons. So when you talk about, well, why ain't they bumping around? Maybe because they, like you said, they're not good at it. Mm-hmm. And Dan Quinn tried. He threw everything he threw everything except Malik Hooker over top of them dudes. And I think it's because that's not the defense they were trying to run. They were trying to run this man defense so that it made things tougher for the quarterback, hold the ball an extra tick, but they weren't holding the ball an extra tick because dudes was getting open opposite of Diggs.
Sure. Hey, let's just pause this talk for a second. You got the breaking news button?
Sure. I got you, brother.
Whoosh. Per Todd Archer on the Twitter machine, the Cowboys have restructured the contract of defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence.
Something's happening.
Opening up $8.89 million.
Something's happening.
He is the 4th player they have reconstructed over the last 2 weeks. Dak, Zach, Gallup. And now with this D-Loss signing, it frees up nearly 45 M's in cap space.
Maybe not. But I said this about Michael Gallup. I said, you don't just free up $7 million Michael Gallup dollars for nothing.
Right. Like you're not crazy. You don't add year. You don't push money back to Gallup.
Right.
You don't give him more security
Right.
for nothing. Just to go shoot dice with. You know what I mean?
Right, to look at it and oh, we're going to pay our rookies with this.
Yeah.
I said, am I crazy for thinking something's happening? I didn't see the Stephon Gilmore thing coming down the pike. I thought maybe something else. And then boom, Gelkin comes out and says, yeah, that Michael Gallup money, they went out and got Gilmore. Now they only had roughly $4 million in cap space, I believe. So this $8 million will give them about 12. I'm just saying that's enough to still get another dude.
Do something. Yeah.
Bobby Wagner is still out there. Odell Beckham is still out there. Miko Hardman, if they want to add some speed. I mean, there's dudes out there that they can, defensive tackle situation. I'm going to ask again, Voch. Yeah. Am I crazy for thinking that we're going to open up $8 million of cap space for D-Law, who is up there in age? You would think they're not trying to push money down the road. Right. For nothing. I don't think I'm crazy to ask that question.
Are the Cowboys turning stones? Are they turning over stones, Will, still?
Well, we got to see what happens with this move, because restructure, that's every year, right? We do that every year.
Yeah.
But they compounded that restructure with a dude.
Right.
So
right. Let's see. Should be happening around this time. So goddamn.
Hey, man.
Hey, it's good for the content. We ain't doing nothing else. Shit. We just trying to be like Pat McAfee and get 500,000 people to watch at the same time. Did you have anything else on the Gilmore situation? Or was there for more?
Man, just
impressive.
Look at this room, man. I mean, one of the questions or things that's been coming up, and I'll ask you, is a lot of people immediately said, "Oh, well, we can cut Jordan Lewis, save $4 million, $5 million, or trade Jordan Lewis." Would you attempt to get rid of him via cut? I say if you're going to try to get rid of him, then trade him. Or would you say, now we keep this intact going into camp?
I asked Chad about this because we played this game a couple weeks ago, and it's 4.7 mil to cut Jordan or something like that. So in my mind, right, what's more important, having the extra dude? And if you do get that 4.7, are you going to do something with it?
That's what I was saying. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do something with it, I'd rather you try to get a mother, right? If you're going to do something with it.
Yeah.
Right? If you just, don't get rid of Jordan to get $4 million and get Nolan Carroll. I hate to keep saying Nolan Carroll. I hate to keep saying, but that caliber player. Like, if you're going to do it, I need to see Bobby Wagner coming back. I need to see Hopkins coming back. Yeah, Will, so you saw the Broncos said they at least want a first round pick for Jared Judy.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
We out of there.
Yeah, we out of there.
They don't want to trade Jared Judy for real. But if we're gonna take that 4.8, 4 point whatever, and go and get a mother, right? Then cool. I'll do that if there's a plan. But if there's not a plan, if it's just money to go shoot dice with, I'd rather keep Jordan Lewis just in case, something happened to DeRon Bland. Jordan Lewis can jump right in there. This is an incredible list. Add Izzy to that list and add these three safeties. Cowboys ain't had safeties that we like in a long time. Add these three safeties that we like. And this DB room might be the best one in the league, Will, still.
Yeah. Well, it's damn sure top three. I mean, look, again, I don't study everybody's room, but I'll say this. I will put this defensive back room up against anybody's in the league.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
I'll take that. Somebody, who is it? Nick, Nicky Fly. He says, no, who said that? Somebody said Jordan Lewis was a bust. Jordan Lewis was a third round pick that's been playing for 7 years. That's been playing good reps for you for 7 years. I'm not buying that, no sir. But it also depends too, though, Will. So let me ask you this: what are you doing with Izzy? Is he still gonna? Because I still thought, is he gonna be like? I hate that I hear that now in my head. Is
Israel
gonna be? Is he gonna stay safety, or is Dan Quinn gonna pull a Chris Richard and be like, well, we drafted him at corner, let's just leave him at corner? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna pull that move with him? Because honestly, I think he's a utility player that can do all these things now.
Yes, I would let Dan Quinn cook with him.
Mm-hmm. And just
think
put
about
everywhere.
how versatile this defense is, man. Like I don't want to get too deep because I know we got to move on or what have you and get to the lines. But I'm just things are going through my head. You usually see this kind of versatility within offenses.
Sure.
right? Where you got a Debo, Mike Shanahan.
Mm-hmm.
He has a very versatile offense. Where guys are moving around, the fullback is playing receiver, and he's going out for passes. Christian McCaffrey's on the line of scrimmage, covering up a tackle. You know what I'm saying? And you got guys all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Israel Mukuamu can come down, play corner in the slot in the pinch. J-Ron Curse can cover tight ends, come down in the slot. Michael Parsons, he can do whatever the hell you want him to do. He could probably play defensive tackle if you want him to. You know what I'm saying?
Gilmore was a guy last year. He ran around with, tight ends sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Now, you
Ron
can
Bland.
just play matchups with that,
Going in and out. I mean, it's such a versatile defense that I don't know that I want to kill that with a guy that I saw can do some things at two different positions. Now, if we move on from somebody and now it's time to supplant that person with another guy, you say Israel McCollum will move you to corner or will move you to safety, Malik Hooker. If Malik Hooker goes and he's gone after this year or next year, you say, Izzy, you're our free safety. As long as Dan Quinn's here, let Dan cook. Whatever you want to do.
If you sign Bobby Wagner, like my chair gets pregnant immediately. Where's the hole in that? Where's the hole in your team if you add a Bobby Wagner here?
The only hole.
Draft Mozzie Smith.
There you go.
And sign Bobby Wagner.
You and bring back a Hankins or sign Ashawn. Ashawn Robinson, Hicks, Hankins. These dudes don't cost you a lot. Calais Campbell. You said we out here signing a bunch of 30-year-old guys or whatnot. Go get one of them. That's really the hole, right? Is the interior of the defensive line doesn't have that A gap, B gap, one tech over the center zero type of dude. But I think they're saying we can play that market patiently. Well, we got Hankins in the trade for 6th-round pick. These guys aren't getting signed in the first week. So as long as they're smart with playing that patiently, they can bring in a dude, draft a Mozzie, or draft whoever, right? Whoever can come in and play that role. But that's it, really. That's it.
Your mama sure does care about your schooling, son.
Man.
I know you like to read super chats later, but I just feel like this just fits. I think it was King G who dropped one earlier. He said, people screaming for Wagner. Do y'all want a receiver or Wagner? We ain't getting both. He said, give me the receiver. I think that's true. I don't think they're going to get both. So now we play that game.
Well, let's just talk about production and matching production.
Okay.
You're not going to draft a linebacker that can be close to what you get from Bobby Wagner, right? Even if you sign Odell or DeAndre Hopkins, you can find a good receiver in this draft. You're more likely to get a better pair from draft receiver and Bobby than Odell and Drew Sanders. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely take Bobby and Jackson Smith and Jigba and go to jail somewhere.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? So you kidding?
I think you gotta give me a name at the receiver position.
Because also go ahead.
Vander
Esch is injury prone and Clark ain't ready to be one guy and Micah moves all over the place. You know, if you have Bobby, you at least go, all right, that's my anchor at linebacker. Then I can just work from him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm willing to offset Damone Clark's progress for 1 year if it's Bobby Wagner.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I will cut Damone Clark for Bobby Wagner. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so I'm willing to do that, but I need a name. Like, who's the receiver? And then I see people say D Hop. I mean, yeah, if it's DeAndre Hopkins, I am taking DeAndre Hopkins over Bobby Wagner. But I don't know. Yes.
Are you though?
Oh, 100%.
DeAndre over Bobby?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
So
it's not a knock on Bobby.
So if you take DeAndre over Bobby, you'll have to look for linebacker somewhere in the draft. So you'll be fine with whatever linebacker you end up with, Vander Esch and Clark.
Yeah, look, I think Clark is going to have a solid year 2 jump. They usually do under Dan Quinn. These guys get a little bit better. And you draft a guy, what have you. I just think that DeAndre Hopkins' impact can be felt greater on all, and we don't have many weapons on offense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put it this way. I can line up right now defensively and feel like a top 5 unit. Right now. I'm not saying we got to be top 5 offensively, but I line up right now offensively. I still don't trust Michael Gallup.
Sure.
I still don't trust Jalen Tolbert. I still don't trust Simi Fielko. I don't trust that just quite yet. You bring in DeAndre. I don't care what your system is. D Hop going to make that entire offense better. We were a top 3 unit without a Bobby. And this sounds like I'm going against Bobby, bro. And I'm not.
No.
Because I'll bring him in. But you know what I'm saying? We were a top 3 unit without Bobby last year. You get Bobby, obviously, you maintain it at the very least. So I would take D-Hop over Bobby Wagner. Yeah.
I guess the conversation comes down to, do you want this defense to be bulletproof, or do you want to raise the offense to match?
I think for it to be bulletproof, they have to beef up the interior, though. I do. I think they need to get. I ain't got the button ready, so I'll get it for you. A mother in the interior.
Yeah.
And then shit might be bulletproof.
Good talk, good conversation. We may finish this on the round table, man. Talk about them characters. We got 13 callers. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I lied.
Conference has been live.
All right.
Yeah, I got called earlier this morning, boy. Yeah, but a lot of callers, man.
Yeah. Hey, but look, we gonna tap in to all y'all. But look, we lock the phones every day at 4, so this ain't new. All right. You know what though, Will? Still one more thing before we move on. People ask me about Mozzie at 26 all the time, right? And I'm going, I like Mozzie as a player, big fan of his. But I also feel like at that point at 26, because I always say that portion of the draft, all the best guys going to be at between 18 and like 40 something. I always feel like it's just going to be better dudes there, right? And we can play the Mozzie versus game. I'm like, hey man, Jackson Smith and Jigba might be that, so I just take him. But since we've taken care of the cornerback position, we've brought back Vander Esch, brought back Dono, things like that, and you just kind of cut down on that wood draft at 26 list. Mozzie looked pretty fucking impressive at 26.
I said that this morning. Look, man, if you take care of business in free agency or via trades, you have the luxury to do that because you're sitting at 26, and that pick, historically you want that pick to come in and play right now. Right now, it doesn't work all the time. LVE had to wait a little bit. If you take a corner, they'll probably have to wait a little bit. But I think Mozzie can come in right now, not only fill a need, but a need that where he can help make others better. And that's really hard to do.
And see, Mozzie makes me a little phony, right? Because I don't feel like he'll be the best player on the board. And I do inherently feel like you can wait around to draft tackles or whatever. But I'm thinking about the long term, right? Like finally getting that one tech I like a really good one tech that I like. You know what I mean? Like when we go against these other teams and they have these Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen guys that's just in their defense for 8 years that we just got to deal with. You know what I mean? We ain't never really had that at one tech, 3 tech before. You know what I'm saying? You get Mozzie, man. Mozzie, your one tech for 8 years.
And look, man, I know Tristan Hill was a thing, but historically speaking, man, we don't really invest in a mother at defensive tackle in the draft, and a lot of teams do. Whether it be in the first round or second round, these guys for the most part are dudes, and I think he has a potential to be a dude for you. But again, it always comes down to who the hell's on the board. Like who's on the board, right?
Danny Savage says Mozzie is a late round 2 grade. Well, we don't listen to Danny Savage.
Well,
all right, let's get into the phone.
If it's late round 2, the shit is around 2. You got 26. Who's on the board?
It all depends on who the board. Like that group of dudes is going to be so interesting when draft day gets here. From pick, like after you get Paris and Broderick and Peter and them off the board, you know what I mean? Once you get that first group of guys, 15 to about 54 is going to be so fascinating. I'll say 58, 15 to 58 going to be so fascinating because a guy like Quentin Johnson could go 14, but he could go 26. You know?
And we get so caught up in our draft world that if we actually go back and look, how many dudes were taken last year, a few years ago, whatever, in the second round that you're like, why? Or in the first round that you're like, why? So it's look, man, it's a crapshoot. Mm-hmm. Whoever you take at 26 or 25 or whatever it's going to be might be a dude that end up finishing Tyler Smith, where people say, man, he redo the draft. We'd have took him in the top 10. Mm-hmm. Whoever you pick at in the third round might be redo the draft. We'd have took him at 26.
Yeah.
So just get a dude that fits what you want to do that can come in and make an impact, especially for the Cowboys, right away. I don't, as long as the talent's there, his head's right, and they've done their homework on him, and he ain't a Taco Charlton.
Right.
It's going to be really hard for me to get upset on first round on Thursday. It's going to be really hard for me to be upset. They would seriously have to botch this thing.
You want to hit the button again, Will Steele?
Damn. For Cowboys?
Yeah, Cowboys. fuck is happening? This per Nick Eatman Twitter. The Cowboys have reworked. I think that's the most important word. Have reworked the contract for Tyron Smith, who will return to the team in 2023. Smith has worked with the team on a contract that is cap friendly, but has playtime incentives.
Yes, Sean Lee.
What the fuck going on, man? What the man, y'all, man? Come on, man, y'all, hey, y'all motherfuckers, hey, come, hold on, where my? I love that Sean Lee. Boy, look, Sean Lee walked in the building making $38. If Sean Lee played one game, he made $1 million. You know what I mean?
As long as they do it like they did Sean Lee. Remember what happened that year? They took LV. They said, look, motherfucker. We know you might be able to play for 4 or 5 games, but we gonna take you.
But we can't bank on it. we can't bank on it, so we gonna do it anyway.
If they do this restructure and they're like, we don't need to get a tackle, then this means nothing.
Damn. So they don't have it. So they don't have an exact number or whatever for Tyron's contract yet. But you save even more money. Plus that $10 million that we was talking about, right? That hey, can we keep Tyron, or rather, can we cut Tyron and get $10 million? You probably get that cap space and you keep Tyron, which I feel great about. You know what I mean? The whole idea of moving on from Tyron was the idea that you could save $10 million if you moved on from him. If you get that money anyway, or just some of that money anyway, and Tyron is on a per game contract, man, you can't beat that with a stick, bro. What a fucking 2 days for Jones and them.
I mean, all right, man, what are we doing with this? It's all.
What we doing with it?
We got to be careful with this one, man. This one is a TBD, because if this is we're restructuring him like we did, or redoing the work like we did with D-Law. D-Law is a starter. You depend on D-Law. That's how that's what they did with that.
Yeah.
I do not want to depend on Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. I'm a little bit nervous. So I need to know what we do. And maybe we won't find out till draft.
Brian Broad's gonna be like, hey, just curious. What y'all think about that wide receiver in Arizona? Just curious what y'all think about. Yeah, what y'all think about?
I'm hearing Peter Squirrel Neck?
Well, that's a different dude. That's a different dude. Squirrel Neck.
I know.
The Rams.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Squirrel Neck played for the Rams, but Squirrel. Is that racist? My bad.
You had to be there for that episode.
You had to be there for Squirrel Neck. Damn, man, Stafford. Robinson gone too. Gone too.
Are they about trying to trade him or something?
Yeah, trying to get rid of him. All right, man. Let's get these phones, man. Y'all might hold us, but let's see. Let's kick it off with DJ. DJ's a good call, or do we have to put you on hold, sir? What the business is?
No, we good today, man.
We good today. What's good with you, my guy?
Just before I do this, just know that I'm going through the whole motion, standing up and everything.
Yeah, I feel you.
Finally, off-season moves have come back to Dallas.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful world we live in.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a beautiful world that we live in, because not only is it just after a long trek through the desert of nothing happening ever, like even these restructures, right? The fact that we come from a place where we restructure Noah Brown on a 2-year extension or something like that, just so we can make sure we're under the salary cap. But these moves are so big and so fast and just bam, bam, bam. We haven't experienced this in a long time.
Sure.
So it's like somebody has gotten a hold of Jerry and Steven and had a real conversation, or Jerry's like, Steven, we ain't listening to you. What do you think about it? It doesn't matter what you think. Like that kind of thing.
Right.
So I think the biggest part about all of this is that not only is Gilmore more than solidify cornerback 2, but he also will give the guidance for Trevon Diggs. Trevon Diggs walked into Dallas and was the best cornerback in the room at the moment he got there. He's never had somebody that was a higher level cornerback than he was in front of him.
Yeah.
Right. So he's going to learn from that. What does this do for Bossman? Right.
Sure.
It might save his career. Somebody said in the chat earlier, really got my head going. Right. Just a little nuance, because physically, Boss man is very, very similar to what Gilmore is. So he can learn a lot from him. What does this do for the Anthony Browns, the Jordan Lewises? Just solidify the whole cornerback room and have that guidance that you didn't have before. And then, of course, like we were saying, the top 3 pass rush on the other side, it's just going to make this whole thing shake. And another thing on top of that, and I'll let you go, is that it not only shows that they are committed to try and actually address major issues, which has been lacking forever, right until it was egregious, which this may be egregious and we're misreading it, and we're just excited because something's happening.
Yes, that's what I think is happening, DJ.
What was that?
I think you're just excited because there's just stuff happening, but I'll elaborate. Go ahead.
Okay.
We ain't signed Aaron Donald.
It is part of that.
Yeah.
And I can eat that, right? I can accept that.
Right.
Like, I haven't really seen this level of movement in a long time. And I guess that's my big thing. The restructures and everything, if nothing happens, like you were saying earlier, Sky, then it means nothing. But
you have to.
Point, everything is meant something. So I guess that's my basis is that. But it'll show that they might have a willingness to address wide receiver, address O-line, and then go and pair that with the draft, which that was the only form of getting new players and new talent before.
It is a good start. Sure. It's a good start.
For sure. But that's all I got, bro. I'll let you go.
Appreciate you, DJ. Good call, brother. Will Steele, they say Tyron Smith's contract, it's lower. It lowers his situation. Yeah. To where it's less than the base salary, but with the incentives, he can earn more than what he made last year. But he ain't gonna play that much though, right? He ain't gonna play that.
Ian says it's a 1-year deal with a lower base, but one that allows him to earn more than his previous contract.
Right.
So
if he plays 17 games, he can,
you want, it's one of those situations where again you want him to reach it, then earn it.
Yes, because if Tyron Smith plays 17 games for you, bravo, goddamn.
Right.
But so we'll see. Interesting though, but I just want to know what comes from this though, and that's when I'll start to lose my mind.
Exactly. I think DJ is spot on with. I think the excitement is because some things are happening, but these things are not things we haven't seen. Restructures. I mean, come on, Cowboys restructure dudes every year. Adding a 30-plus-year-old vet via trade with a day 3 pick, they do that pretty much every year.
Sure.
We've seen these things happen. Now, that second part happening on the first week of free agency, I think has us really excited. Re-signing their own, they do that every year. But it's happening in week 1, so we feel like, oh my gosh, like
different.
This is amazing. But you gotta be like, wait. The objective here is to get better, right? And the move that they made to get better, and which I'm hoping that they can compound on, is the Stephon Gilmore move. That's not the end all be all. Everything else is just restructures and bringing your guys back. Let's go get a dude. Let's go get another dude.
We'll see.
But I'll ask again. Michael Gallup.
Who you get? Yeah.
Who was the other one? They cut Zeke. That's
Zeke. Yeah. Zach and Dak.
Well, it was Zach and Dak. I'm talking about over the last 2 days.
Oh, last 2
Gallup,
days.
DeMarcus Lawrence, Tyron Smith.
Yeah.
Am I crazy to think something about to happen?
It depends on who it is, though, because if it's Nolan Carroll, this shit don't mean nothing.
No, that means nothing. But, I don't know you clear this much cap space for draft picks.
Also, too, though, chat, I see everybody saying Hopkins. Let me just kind of help y'all with that a little bit, because I don't know if anybody else has said this. I don't want y'all to just lean into the idea that it's going to be Hopkins, because even like Jane came out, right? And I've been watching all of her tweets. Jane was like, hey, I ain't heard shit about Hopkins. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But it could be any wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? It could fucking be Odell Beckham. You know what I mean? It may not be a trade guy. It could be a free agent guy. We don't know. So I don't want y'all to get y'all feelings hurt and call people trash because it ain't Hopkins. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what that compensation might be. It may be some dude that we didn't even know was available. It may just, shit. We didn't know DJ Moore was available till he was gone. You know what I'm saying?
It feels Odell Beckham. It just feels like that because Jane said Jerry's is just so all in on this, and if it happens, it'll be Jerry.
Sure.
It just feels like Odell Beckham, man. I could be dead wrong. It could be a DJ Shark. It could be Miko Hardman. It could be the cat from the Raiders, Matt Collins. You know what I'm saying? But you're freeing up some money here, man. You're freeing up some money. Anderson asked me, why am I worried it's an incentive-based contract different from D-Laws? So I'm not worried about the money, Anderson, in regards to Tyron Smith. I'm worried about the, counting on Tyron Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping they don't count on him, because if they go into the draft counting on Tyron Smith,
right?
Do we wait now till round 4 or 3? Or I feel like, man, if you're not going to sign a guard or a tackle in free agency, you're kind of pigeonholing yourself into taking a guard or a tackle in the first day or two of the draft. Am I wrong on that?
Right. Right.
Like
Fair enough.
You got to protect yourself.
Yeah. And look, if it's up to me, and look, y'all know Voch loves him some offensive lineman. I'm taking a left side player anyway. Preferably a tackle, because if Tyron going to be here, if Tyler going to be a guard, leave Tyler at guard. But hey, draft Anton Harrison, left tackle anyway. You know what I mean? So in the event that Tyron only makes $6 million this year from his incentive-based contract, rookie move right on in, and we'll start throwing you in the fire like Cowboys normally do. It is what it is. Yeah. We got a bunch of callers, y'all. Let's get through them. But fantastic conversation. Great content today. We'll go Cowboy Jay. Haven't heard from him in a minute. What's up, Cowboy Jay? Cowboy Jay?
Oh no.
It is 12 people on this line. We would love to Metal Gear Solid somebody. Huh?
We gotta hit it.
Get him out of there. I haven't heard his phone vibrate.
Might be sleep.
You snooze, you lose, huh? Snake. All right. Let's go Jake the Great. See what he's talking about. What's up, Jake?
Yo, what's happening, gentlemen? How you doing, man?
What's good?
What's going on with you?
What up?
What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
Man, I was listening to Voch, and he was talking about that he be phony a little bit, and I started thinking to myself,
I'm very phony.
Damn, am I phony too? And I'm like, shit, I am a little phony. So now I gotta admit 2 phony things, and I'm gonna get to my point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad that Zeke is gone. But to be honest with you, I'm a little phony because I've been replaced Zeke off of Madden like 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's phony, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I rock with the volume. You hear me? Hear me loud, Call Hurt. I rock with the volume because the volume rock with Voch.
Man, come on,
man. As soon as y'all don't give this man more money, you will see my subscription go so fast out of there.
I like that.
Telling you, I only come here to the volume for Voch. If no Voch, I am not watching the volume.
Man, hold up, dog. We ain't finna just walk past that, cuz. Give me Rocky Arsenal. I'm going to Cabo right now. Tell Colin Cowherd, put the contract on my desk, and I'll sign it. Or y'all do the next season without me. Then what? And let Tony Pollard play his rookie year. Then what you gonna do, sir? They were like, yeah, Voch, we're gonna just move on without you. We thank you for being a part of this. Go on back to being a YouTube. You can't buy your house. You can't buy your truck.
No, it's not, man. You is new media. There is not. Whatever number you put on that table, they better give it because they want them views and they love this attention. If they don't have no Voch, I am not here.
They better pay Will Steele.
I know you got a lot of people on the line, my dude. Let me say something.
I gotta reach out. Some stuff is happening.
About what's his name? What's the cornerback we just traded for us? Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore. Yep.
My problem is, bro. Every time the Cowboys go get one of these dudes that are so-called, my dog Law's voice, long in the tooth, soon as they put on that silver and blue, it's like they remember, like, oh, I'm old now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my legs, my neck,
that is
my
true.
neck and my back.
That is true.
You know, and I'm even looking at Bobby Wagner. They have a great season, but as soon as they come to Dallas, they remember that they're on the senior citizen plan. So my thing is, I'm going to hold my excitement. I like the moves that the Jones is trying to do. I'm going to hold my excitement. But, man, he's going to have to show me that he still got a little juice because I'm expecting the same old thing. They come here with that excitement, turn into a senior citizen. And that's all I got, Voch. And I believe Zeke is coming back. And that's it. How about the Cowboys?
That is fair. Appreciate you, Jake. I really don't hope that's the case, man. You know, we signed Stephon Gilmore. He get that cowboy bug. To where as soon as he get here, he just, you know what I'm saying? You know, I hope that ain't the case. But I do think that's old Cowboy fan trauma, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, like Vander Esch was a guy that happened with. Or, I don't know, like Roy Williams here wasn't Roy Williams in Detroit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's just old Cowboy trauma. I think we've been doing all right as of late, and I think Gilmore got at least another good year in the tank, and that's how long he's here for. So I think we'll be fine with it. I hope we'll be fine with that. All right, cool. You said
my bad.
no. You
I'm trying to reach out to some people down there. Something seemed like it's happening.
You can kind of feel it, can't you? You can just feel the movement a little bit. You know what I mean? I'll let you work on that. Let me get back into these phones real fast. Let's get MJ on the phone. See what he's talking about. What's up, MJ?
Hey, what up, fellas, man?
What's good?
I'm just you can't be worried about old Zeke because we're gonna draft a halfback again. We good at drafting. Will, that's my man. Like I told Steele before, I'm Stephen Jones number 2. So I don't give a damn what the fans say.
Right.
I'm trying to win for my team. So the receivers we got, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be faster. They ain't gotta worry about them stupid ass option rocks.
Stupid ass what?
Just put it on a loop when he call.
Option rock. Option rock.
Option routes. I got you. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We ain't gotta worry about that no more.
Right.
So that's a plus. The key, just to make the defense stronger.
Right.
Keep building. And everybody over here, I see everybody still be panicking. I'm like, man, Cowboy fans, you gotta relax, man.
Right.
Season ain't even started yet.
Ain't even
And
started.
you guys complain about everything. Hey, Steele and Voch. If you damn if you do,
Right.
you damn if you don't.
Right.
That's how y'all treat Stephen Jones
Right.
and the Cowboys.
Right.
Like I keep telling y'all, Will being there with them scouts, and they the one. They got a team going on now with your boy, the defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator.
Right.
They working hand in hand, so they put everything together so they can finally get this chip. So I'm gonna leave it up to them. I'm not leaving it up to no fans, because you fans.
When does crack?
I was here last year. And every fan that's on your phone call right now,
Right.
even you, Bob,
It's just you right now.
and still, y'all was talking bad about my left tackle, 73.
I didn't say nothing bad about Tyler.
Whoa. You
I'm
ain't
gonna
finna
cut
put
this
no
shit out.
word. Yeah, you
I
ain't
didn't
finna
say
put
that.
no
Wait. I
words in
didn't
my
say-
mouth.
What I say about what I say bad about Tyler?
Y'all was acting like he was pissed.
Who said that?
What?
Y'all was like, he hold too much. Oh, man.
He did.
He got another Connor Williams. That's all I heard.
Nobody.
what?
No, Marv. One thing I'm not gonna let you do is make shit up. Nobody compared Tyler Smith to Connor Williams, sir. You ain't gotta lie your whole life.
You ain't gotta do
I
that.
ain't say he compared him, but I'm saying a lot of people was complaining.
I'm not a lot of people. I'm Voch. I'm Voch and Will Steele. That what you said. You said Voch and Will Steele, sir.
I got receipts, brother. Go back and watch the night of the draft. Right after the draft, I'm sitting here praising it.
Don't swear. Don't swear.
Y'all wanted y'all pick.
Bro, I got receipts. I got receipts literally talking about the positives of getting Tyler Smith, Marv. What are you talking about?
Nah, but I'm talking about what pick did y'all want instead of
That don't matter. That don't make Tyler Smith. That don't make Tyler Smith Connor Williams.
Marv.
That don't mean I hated Tyler Smith.
No, I ain't say. We didn't say it was Connor Williams.
You just said
A lot
that.
of people was complaining. Oh, he holds.
I'm Voch. I'm not a lot of people. I'm Voch.
Marv, you got to understand no matter who the player it is, you still have to speak objectively on. All right, I'm gonna let you talk.
Why you cutting?
So then, now,
that's who I'm for.
when does crack?
I'm a cowboy, man.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that crack come into play for
like
you?
I told you, if we go 0-17, I might be mad, but I'm still gonna stay with my cowboy. So,
All right, Mark.
This guy stinks.
All right, Mark. All right, man. Holla at you. That's why I don't answer the phone for him. That's why I don't let him in. That's why I act like I ain't see his call.
Who's next? I ain't getting no angry guy out of me.
Connor Williams. All right.
I got receipts, man.
That was the biggest draft show I've ever done. Colin Cowherd was on that draft show. What's up, Reek?
Dang. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Voch is going on, Sky. Damn, he just attacked y'all out the blue.
Yeah,
but he ain't trying to in real life. Yeah, but go ahead.
I'm about to say he said a whole bunch of nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, he said a whole bunch of nothing. Because I remember that conversation.
Right.
Hey, man, how can he say something like that? And you the offensive line, one of the offensive line gurus.
Hey, man,
we got receipts, Reek.
For the offensive line, I don't know where he came from with that.
I got a whole film session, but it's cool. It's all right.
It's all good. But but like I was about to say, man, hey, Zeke, he did what he had to do as long as he was here. His time is up, you know. We got to move on, man. That's just the beast of the NFL, man. It's a business. And at the same time, if we can get better in that spot, let's get better in that spot. Or if we can get similar, I would say more of an upgrade of production from somebody younger, or even getting a veteran for one season, another veteran for one season for that spot, let's do it. I really believe that they do need to focus in, even though they with Tyrus Smith did that structure with Tyrus Smith, they still need to look at offensive line in the first two rounds. That's the way I look at it.
Sure.
Far as between D-Hop and Bobby Wagner, I'm gonna be honest. Give me Bobby, because I need a quarterback at the defense at my middle linebacker.
Bro, they think that's LVE, my man. I know you hate to hear that, but it kind of proved it last year when he left. I know you hate to hear that, Reek, but LVE is the quarterback at that second level. He just ain't Bobby Wagner good. But quarterback wise, he does get them put in the right place.
Yeah. The reason I'm saying what I'm saying, he has got a little bit better since he's been over the years with LVE. He has got a little bit better. But if you, for my buck, with Dan Quinn as the brain of the whole operation and having another person that knows what Dan Quinn loves and likes on the field, what type of field general he needs on their defense, give me Bobby Wagner. I'm just gonna be honest.
Once again, they're bringing back LVE because Dan Quinn loves him. Like, he loves LVE. Now, if you say you want to get a mother at linebacker, then we could talk Bobby Wagner. But if you're talking about a guy that's you call the quarterback of the defense, I'm telling you, they believe that's LVE. That's all I'm saying.
I think they was forced into that a little bit by Steven. That's just what I believe.
I mean, he did a good job being a quarterback last year.
If we got to roll with LVE, that's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining all the way. But like you said, man, if it was between the two, for me is Wagner. But I'm just gonna sit back and watch and see whatever they do, man. I already got nothing too much to say. I'm just gonna sit back, but I'm gonna holler at you guys.
Appreciate you, brother. Good call. Also, too, Chad, just to kind of address some of y'all, listen, a lot of what we do is entertainment. A lot of what Voch do is for comedic value. I love to make y'all laugh.
Gosh, what happened now?
But nothing. But at the end of the day, focus on the analysis, watch the film sessions, listen to the goddamn soliloquies, right? I may have been upset that I didn't get into Kobe Dean because that was one of my favorite players, but damn, the Kobe Dean tumbled in the whole draft because of injury issues. So I may have had a sad look on my face. But as soon as Voch was done with the bit, what'd I say? Well, anyway, Tyler Smith is a powerful player. Boy, he'd be fantastic guard if he was to play tackle. He'll have to work on his hand techniques and things of that nature. Boom, boom, boom. But boy, strong player, picks people up, move them to the sideline. Look at his Ohio State film versus good competition. I like the player. Probably was a guy I was thinking about getting a little bit later, but 20 whatever, we got him. Like, that was the analysis, right? I wouldn't dare say Tyler Smith was Connor Williams. Who says that? Who says that? Learn the differences, man. Y'all been here long enough.
Yeah, we got to understand that we also have to speak objectively as possible, right? Because of our responsibility, in my opinion. I feel like I got a responsibility. Yeah, I'm gonna be a fan, but I can't just be left or right all the time. When I say left or right, I mean doom and gloom or super homer about a pick or a move or whatever. I'm going to give you my raw emotions, and then, all right, we take those emotions out, and here's how I feel about the player. And that's basically what happened with Tyler Smith. Yes, there was dudes on the board that I would have loved to get because we were attached to that player. But then when Tyler was drafted, it's like, all right, this is how he fits, man. He's a monster if he plays guard right away, which it seemed like he's going to do. Strong dude, powerful dude, can move guys with the potential to move out the tackle, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's what we got to do. But we shouldn't be giving him this much time. Go ahead.
We should go ahead and get on about it. Next call, while I look this up, because somebody did say that Stephon Diggs unfollowed the Bills and he followed the Cowboys. So I just want to look into that.
That would be wild because they restructured his contract.
Bills did?
Yes. And I don't know what that means in regards to. I can look it up, but they did restructure his contract.
We'll see.
Crazy.
Danny Savage. Let me get the music right. All right, go ahead, Danny. What you got for the show?
I think we should extend this just in case something happens.
Good afternoon, Sky. Voch, I just wanted to congratulate you on your 10-year anniversary. I've been rocking with you for 10 years.
I heard that
too.
Daniel Savage. Hold on, sir. Get your war call. Hold on. Get your war call. Get your war call. You don't get many. But go ahead, though, Danny Savage. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. Keep going.
10 years. So I just got a couple of comments and one question. First of all, you guys started off the show really good with the Hopkins and Wagner thing. Because during the season, if Lamb goes down, we're screwed. We're done. In the same token, because I'm like a both sides of the token kind of guy, I don't feel comfortable with both my middle linebackers having bad necks. I really want Wagner, but I can see both. I mean, we need both, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion on that question. I mean, we're freeing up all this money. I'm trying to say, so like, listen, man, if it's Wagner's last year, leave him play with Quinn. The Mazi Smith thing, listen, just me, 32 to 45 maybe, but could he go 15 in the first round? I can see that also. You know what I'm trying to say? He's a big, stout run stuffer, and we need him. I just think our number one priority is O-line. When it comes to Zeke, I know you're much younger than Sky, but Sky will say the same thing. In the NWO, when people messed up, when the Giant fumbled the ball, he got beat up and thrown out. It's called trimming the fat. That's what the Hollywood Hulk used to say. Trimming the fat, nothing personal, it's business. And I'm going to close it out with, I keep hearing Jerry Jones, Odell Beckham's mom. Jerry Jones, Odell Beckham's mom. So I Google Odell Beckham's mom, but I'm going to be a gentleman. I don't blame him for having dinner.
Oh, she was a baddie back in the day.
Oh, yeah, of course. Come on, Danny. We knew that. I thought you were about to say something crazy. I was about to say something ridiculous. Yeah, Danny, we know that.
Back in the day.
Yeah, look, Jerry ain't crazy. Jerry ain't crazy. Yeah,
Jerry's like, did I ever show you my gas station wine collection?
No.
And my but I'm going to be a gentleman. But listen, man, we're doing all this. If we go with the Wagner and a Hopkins, then we can say, we're going all in, and can't say a bad word. So those are my points. Great show, great call, and another 10 years of success, man. I'm rocking with that, man.
Appreciate you, Danny. Good call.
Later,
I heard that shit yesterday. I lost it, man.
Oh, that was hilarious. Stephon Diggs is still following the Bills. He is not following the Cowboys, but he is also following Tom Hanks, which is interesting.
And if they trade him, it would be a $44 million dead cap hit this year.
Yeah, so it's ball game on that.
He would have to quite literally rob somebody at their facility for him to do that.
Yeah. Ball game on that. Go
ahead.
Man,
I've been wanting to say this for a while. Maybe we can go in on it later, but I feel like for the Cowboys, all in is different. I feel like all in for everybody else is similar, right? Where you sign everybody, you trade everybody. For Dallas, I don't think that's the case because of how well they draft. All in could literally be two moves.
Sure. Like, and which is I'm constantly giving you credit for this, right? All in is just simply turning over your stones.
Yeah.
You know, and the Cowboys draft so well, we just don't happen to have a whole bunch of stones, you know what I mean? That's unturned. You know, we just can't walk into a game versus the Eagles where they turned the shit out the stones and then added some more and go, all right, we'll just keep Noah Brown and
the Niners.
And yeah. We'll just keep Trayvon Mullen as our cornerback too. So if you look at our defense, like I said, though, or like you said, and you know, many of different ways you said it, maximizing this defense is really cornerback to nose tackle. You know what I'm saying? Get you a big guy. You just got you Gilmore. That's all in on defense. Offense, hey, get you some wide receiver help to go along with Lamb and whoever the third guy is.
Offensive line, little bit of offensive line. But yeah, it
couldn't he get you a little better on offense also, and that may be all in for you. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be what the Giants did, man, in 2016, where they added like $200 million worth of players.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't have to happen, and that's why when we have these fights every offseason of Rams or what Philly did in 2017 and whatever, you know, and last year, the Cowboys don't have to go that far.
Yeah.
So all in's different for Dallas. That's all I wanted to make sure to get that out there.
Also, too, apologies, Will Steele. Stephon Diggs unfollowed the Bills on Instagram. I don't operate on Instagram like that. I am a Twitter guy. That's where all the business goes. Like business happens on Twitter. I ain't know about the Instagram, like, you know,
I don't do Instagram
or whatever.
either, bro.
Yeah. So he unfollowed him on. So hey, can somebody go and figure that out on Instagram? It is what it is. If I said Trayvon Mullen doesn't exist the other day and I lost it. He don't.
Actually, I think he's with Baltimore now.
For them, you know what I'm saying? Trayvon Mullen does nothing for your bottom line here. Chat, y'all want to add a little bit to the show? Y'all want to go a little bit longer? Y'all want to?
Yeah, I got about 20 more minutes, 20 minutes or so. I got something around 5, but I'm just trying to hold out hope, bro, in case something happen at break.
Oh shit!
I'll take a little 15-minute break and come back and we can keep cooking.
Yeah, we are not doing mock drafts tomorrow if something ridiculous happens. So
yeah.
All right, we'll see. But we got phones until then though. So yeah, we got six callers to do it.
I got one text message back. I did not get an answer I wanted, so I'm waiting for another text message.
It's okay. Jack, what's happening, sir? What's up, Jack?
What's happening?
Cool and player.
Hey, you know how I got it started. How you gentlemen doing?
Please.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We was waiting on your line. Go ahead.
Oh, no, you know I gotta ask how y'all doing. You know, I'm considerate. I care about your feelings.
Fair
you know
enough. Fair enough. What a gentleman. Life is good, man. I can't complain.
Now, with all this sugar and what my granddaddy used to say, with all the sugar kicking out the way, with all due disrespect, they heard us, but they heard us.
Yep.
If you go back to Monday's tape, and I say help to help, and I was talking about how Miami went and got the boy from I forgot the boy's name now.
Right.
Because we got Gallup, because we got Gilmore.
Right.
Not only did we get a better player for cheaper, but just as one of the other callers had said, we got a player that can take Trayvon, strengthen his strengths, and strengthen his weaknesses, and teach him the game properly. We got the other young cubs under him that can learn from him. Hey, I got a joke. How many quarterbacks does it take to get the secondary together?
Just one?
No, that ain't the whole thing.
Huh? Oh shit. Oh, go ahead. Oh. Damn.
Get your button ready. One mother.
Oh, okay. That's fair. One mother. That's all it takes. Fair enough.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed. If you look at everything behind Trayvon, we were good in the slot. We were good on the back end at safety. It was just cornerback 2 was a weak link in the chain. Now we don't put a big Wilson lock on that man. We done did that.
Right.
And I think if we go get D-Hop, we're going to get a running back for the first pick.
then we're gonna go get lineman.
Mm.
If we don't get B-Hop or wide receiver, I think we'll go wide receiver and then lineman.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But that's just really all I had today, fellas. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that we're moving. I'm happy that they didn't wait to the last minute with all the budget players who there.
Yep.
We went and got somebody who's a motherfucker and somebody, and you know what I'm saying? I don't sound as angry today.
Like this guy.
I
Right,
feel
yeah,
the
that's
peasantry
good.
in my voice.
Right.
You hear it? Hey, Scott,
You.
I want to tell you, boy, I was in the garden, right? I was in that garden, and I was picking. I was picking and moving, right? When I got the news that we had got Gilmore, I almost killed myself half the damn death. I ain't lying.
Damn.
I was smoking and choking. My eyes was watering.
Oh, that's the worst, fam. When you
Yeah.
get the coffee, when you choke. Oh man.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm about to die.
It was like, shit, damn motherfucker, you hear me?
Yeah.
We got it.
Right. Yo, Jack, appreciate you, man.
Already.
Oh man. Source, Odell Beckham is down to 2 teams, the Cowboys and the Jets. Well, I've been refreshing the shit out Twitter.
Yeah.
I've been refreshing the shit out of it.
I'm down to my third source.
Nothing worth talking about?
I can't because it's not. You can't do that. I gotta get more than one.
What? Text me, motherfucker.
It's not anything definite. It's just I don't want to lead anybody on. So that's why I'm trying to get multiple people here.
Lead Voch on. Just send me. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just
no. Yeah. It's very similar to the trade deadline situation.
Friend. Let's get to the next call.
Working the Rolodex.
Appreciate you. Let's go, Hemp. What's up, Hemp?
Hey, what's going on, Voch, Sky?
Cooling, my guy. Cool.
Hey, man, I love these moves we making here on the defense now.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how happy I was yesterday when we finally got Stephon Gilmore. I've been looking for him for about the last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this: my favorite move is locking that boy Donovan Wilson up. That boy is a game changer.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just curious. I know we're going to probably have to go offense in the first round. And I know Jerry Jones said he learned his lesson about taking running backs in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at TP, we had the franchise tag him. Zeke ain't there. I know we ain't rolling into the season with just TP and Chris Davis. I know we ain't doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I mean, would it be out of line if we was to go after Bijan Robinson? I know it's a long shot, but don't put nothing past Jerry.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think this is a draft that I want to trade up for. And I love Bijan. Bijan is a running back, but I'm not trading up for him. You know, I just think if one of these running backs fall in your lap, then that's cool. But like giving up picks to go get Bijan, I don't think that's the case. Especially when Jahmyr Gibbs, Tajay Spears, Devin A-Chain. You know what I mean? I ain't as big on Charbonnet as being, one of the guys that I'm looking at. If you pair Charbonnet with Tony, I mean, that makes a little bit of sense. But it's guys. It's many guys in his running back situation that'll fall to you, as opposed to you giving up picks to go and get Bijan.
Right. Hey, because we know Mike McCarthy, he running the offense this year. He gonna run the shit out of Tony Pollard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
He gonna run him.
For sure.
So I don't look for us to re-sign him or nothing. You know, Tony Pollard was our best kept secret. He ain't a secret no more. He's out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, maybe tied in. Maybe we'll go after Darnell Washington or maybe Musgrave or something.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. I'm just trying to shore up that offense, boy. That defense looking nasty. I don't want to be looking like the Ravens. You know, back when they had Ray Lewis and Trent Dilfer. I mean, now if the offense got to be crap and the defense is just a juggernaut, I mean, I'll live with that all day as long as we can get a Super Bowl out of it. But we got to find some kind of balance. You feel me?
Sure. Fair enough. Good call, Hemp. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, see this nonsense right here because everybody on Twitter. Look, Will still messy as shit. Will still posted some eyes, right? Just the eye emoji on Twitter, and he got people respond. What you know? Hey, hold up. Let's troll the internet, right? Let me just find a gift to put up to see how many people.
I'm shocked actually, and this is why I be forgetting sometimes what be going on here. Obviously, I'm trying to figure something out here, but I can't. There's nothing I will literally get canceled if I just be like, oh, the first thing I hear. I'm working, trying to get something concrete.
Yeah,
that's about as far as I can go without getting in trouble.
Man, but you up here talking about some concrete. I'll take field turf, motherfucker. I'm just. This is one of them days, bro. Like I'm just the refresh button. You know what I mean? It's just, you know what I'm saying. So now I'm about to find me a good emoji that just, starting some shit. You know what I mean? I just want to start a little bit of shit. But we got 4 callers though. Some non-platinum. So we gonna tune in and see who y'all are. So let's get some good calls. All right. 336. What's up? Who this?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
What's good, my guy?
What's up? This is Malcolm from North Carolina.
What's good, Malcolm? What you got for the show?
Well, first I just want to say it's my first time calling, listening to you and Sky for a while now, and appreciate all the content that y'all put out for the Cowboys. I'll give a real view of things. So I just want to say I appreciate that, and I want to say that I was at work today and I was on YouTube watching videos of Stephon Gilmore after he got signed and everything.
Yeah.
And video came up on my algorithm like 2 years ago. He was watching some breaking down film with Brian Baldinger.
Mm-hmm.
And while I was watching it, he talked about he broke down the game with Dallas when he was with the Patriots,
mm-hmm.
and talked about how when he was covering Coop, and something thing that stood out about that was he pretty much broke down and was talking about how they ran a play in the first quarter. It was like a drag route to Coop, and it was over top. They went to that play. They went to the top of the route.
Huh. Hold on now, Malcolm. Sound like you talked up your anytime minutes anytime. You in the car? You driving? You good? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Okay, there you go, Malcolm. Go ahead.
My bad. I'm out here in the country, so I was in a dead zone.
Yahoo. There you go. Go ahead. What you got?
But then he talked about after he saw that play, he was he noticed that they were running a lot of the same routes all game, and he saw the exact same play.
Yeah.
The exact same run the exact same route in the second quarter.
Yeah.
On a 3rd and 1, and he was like, I knew. He was like, I knew the moment that he lined up what he was about to run, and he's like, undercut it. And I was just thinking about that, and I was like, that speaks to two things to me.
Right.
It was like the IQ of Stephon Gilmore, and also the redundancy of Kellen Moore and his offense, like we always would talk about.
Right.
And I just I saw that, and I was like, calling and showing, see what y'all think, get y'all's opinion or comment on that.
Hey man, we are super excited about Gilmore. He is more than just some miscellaneous dude that you just throw at the position. Gilmore could be a number 1 corner for you, but he's playing cornerback number 2 for us. Somebody said it perfectly on my Twitter earlier that it's not cornerback 1 and 2, is left side corner, right side corner. I think that was fantastically put. So that's what we got right now. Malcolm, I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, we'll know it's you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, big dog. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I would love to call Okoye, see what he talking about. See what his opinion is on this whole Gilmore thing, because he put out some fantastic work, and I just want to see if he got anything else to touch on. And y'all know we just trying to kill a little time till 5 o'clock, so you know what I mean, just trying to see what's going on. In the meantime, we'll get 512 on the phone, see if we can call Okoye and see what he talking about. 512, what's up?
My dog, what's up?
What's good? What's good, player?
Chilling, shit. It's looking like we doing pretty good. How y'all doing today?
Shit, we doing all right. Who this?
This prom like Optimus. I stay in Austin.
Prime like Optimus?
Yeah, like Optimus Prime is just the prime for it.
I almost called you Tom, but I ain't Prime. Okay, cool. There you go. What you got for the show?
You serious? But man, I had to ask, what y'all think gonna happen to AB, Anthony Brown?
What's that?
Yeah, I was wondering what y'all think gonna happen with Anthony
I thought I was on mute.
Man, we can hear you, motherfucker.
Shit.
Don't do that
Back to
shit,
mute.
man.
No. Damn. Yeah, let me just go back to mute. I'm still.
Put yourself on mute, motherfucker. Leave. Shit. All right, Prime. Okay, my bad, Prime.
That's not what I was talking about, bro. That's not what I was talking about.
Go ahead, Prime. What you got?
I was saying shit. I just want to know what's happening with Anthony Brown. I'm trying to see him with a different jersey on.
I think he's a free agent right now, and I don't think the Cowboys are going to be sending money his way to bring him back.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, he ain't even here. Jordan Lewis still here, but he ain't here.
I'm gonna have to send him a job offer. Back with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. What else you got, Prime?
Shit, that was it, really. I just wanted to stop in and say what's up to y'all.
All right, well, shit. Appreciate you, Prime. This is a very busy day, a very Twittery day. Prime, we just made you platinum. Next time you call in, we'll know. Or I just put you down as Prime. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you. Appreciate you.
That's a day. All right.
All right, cool. Whew. Shit. We got two callers on the line here. We're gonna try to get some YouTube friends to tap in with us.
I'm trying, y'all, but
we trying, but just hang tight. 601, what's up? Who this? This Mississippi?
Yeah, Mississippi, and my name. You hear me?
Nah. Say it again.
Yeah, my name. Can you hear me?
That's your name? Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
No, my name Bunny.
Sonny?
Bunny.
All right, Vonnie, what you got for the show?
What's up, man? I'm just calling in. I'm glad y'all Cowboys got a good point in Gilmore, man. That should help y'all against us in the long run. So I respect Jerry Offset. That's what it is.
Right.
But I was just trying to get y'all take on, like, ain't this been one of the most craziest quarterback markets y'all ever seen, man? Like, I can't even believe Daniel Jones getting paid like a Prescott and all the other guys. I'm like, man, this quarterback market, I don't know what the NFL gonna set the bar at, but it needs to set. The guys are getting overpaid and it's handicapping the franchise. See what Jerry was talking about Dak contract. So you know what I'm saying? These contracts are pressing franchises up against the wall. So it need to be a line set of where they're gonna pay them.
Yeah. Yeah, the quarterback market, man, it's crazy, man. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of good ones out there. So Daniel Jones, who he may not be great to us because Dak normally kick his ass a lot, but Daniel Jones may be better than somebody else, like he may be better than Zach Wilson or something, you know what I mean? So there's a market for Daniel Jones, of course.
Oh yeah, man. It's just been crazy, seeing a lot of restructuring. I'm a Chiefs fan, but
okay.
So, I love Texas. I shout out to Texas all the time. 'Cause I did fetch my home from Tyler, Texas, so I gotta show Texas love. So
yeah,
it's just amazing to see how y'all are finally doing something like what y'all saying. The point earlier, this probably got to be the best offseason. I ain't seen Jerry Jones go out there and spend some money spend more money over overpaid free agent than what he posted.
Yeah.
And they ain't did it. So I think that's sort of like how I can look at the New York Knicks now.
Yeah.
They changed how they used to go out there and just ship.
Yeah. I got you, brother. Appreciate you. Good call, man. Good call. Salute. Huh? Okay, appreciate you. Good call.
You how y'all changed the room, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Salute. Your phone was breaking up just a little bit, but we did get your call, man. Appreciate you. Plus, you know what I'm saying? We Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? So Mississippi support Mississippi. Got a little bit of a. Go ahead. Yeah, I did. So they cannot hear you, but I can hear you. Okay, go ahead. So there's just some okay. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Like yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm going back live. All right. All
Oh,
right,
absolutely.
cool. For sure. But that ain't nothing. But ain't nothing happening. All right, cool. All right, so cool. And let's get a Koya on the phone. Well, let's get this last caller in. Well, shit, you got to go at 5, right?
Yeah. You got about 5 more minutes.
Got about 5 more minutes. Okay, cool. Well, let's do a quick shit. Okay, cool. 607. What's up? Who this quickly?
Y'all can be mad at me all y'all want. I will
JR
not
from
get canceled.
Tennessee, man.
What's good with your play? Yeah. We hear you. What you got for the show?
All right, first of all, I want to let you know, Voch, you got to start your show a little bit earlier because all these dudes sound drunk.
Hey man, that's the good content. That's the best. Okay,
Skywalker,
cool. Talk to Sky.
Skywalker, you can untie Stephen Jones from your basement now. I don't know what happened in this free agency. Jerry said he was going to drive the bus this time, and he's right. He's driving that mother effort over Philly. Tell Philly that this is a no-fly zone now.
Yeah.
Then I
Damn.
got another, just a prediction. I think Sam Williams is going to get 10 sacks and Micah Parsons with the addition because, pass rush is helped tremendously by coverage.
Yeah.
So I think Sam Williams is going to bust out, and I think Micah Parsons is going to have 45 and a half sacks.
Yeah. Hey, that's a lot. That's a lot. But shit. Hey, man, what's your name again?
JR.
JR? Hey, well, we got a lot of JR. Where you from?
I'm from New York, but I recently moved down south to Tennessee.
We're gonna put JR from New York because we got another JR from Tennessee. we gonna go JR from New York. Hey,
I had a question too for you, Voch.
Please go ahead.
I saw the season, and before the season was Tillman, the wide receiver from Tennessee.
Yeah.
He was going to be a top 10 wide receiver.
Yeah.
He got injured, and Hyatt came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
If Dallas took him in the 3rd round, do you think that's still a steal? I see Des Bryant features in this kid. I think he's good. I think he lost his number 1 job because Jalen came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Cedric Tillman, wide receiver, Tennessee. He is a good player, and I only watched his 2022 film at first. But I went back and watched some of his older film, and he was a much better player on his 2021 film. So if you're able to get him in the third round, I think that's a good placement for him. And he does have like a higher upside to get better. So for sure, I like that.
Right. And I think Dalton Kincaid is that pick.
At 26, I would hate it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey, JR from New York, man. This was a fantastic call, man. Appreciate it. Salute.
All right, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
My man said Stephen Jones.
He's locked up in the basement. Not actually, technically, a lot of these moves is Stephen Jones. Like, restructure. Like, he likes to restructure. He likes to bring in those vets on those 6 rounders. I called that move the Catboy and McClay special. They've done that over the years.
So, chat, I just go ahead.
1 second on Kincaid. Am I tripping to think that? Well, yes, he's obviously the best, probably pass catching guy. It feels like McCarthy would want a little bit more complete dude. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. He is the wide receiver tight end that you would be looking for, right? He's not much of a blocker. And it's so crazy because I was just about to say Darnell is the blocky guy, but he has the upside to be a downfield catchy guy. He's just not as nuanced as old boy, which is why people like Michael Mayer, or is it Mayer? Michael from Notre Dame. Yeah. He's in the middle. He's a blocker and a pass catcher, but of course you can get more from each trait with a different guy. You can get a guy like Musgrave, you can get a guy like Laporta. Like it's dudes in his draft that are more balanced. They may block better than Kincaid, but Kincaid's, you know what I mean? So I'm just not here for 1st round tight end because I feel like tight ends are a product of what your quarterback is. And Jake Ferguson has a fantastic baseline talent level. And if Dak throwing to him, then Dak's throwing to him. All right, I'm gonna get some super chats in. Will's still reading his phone, so we're gonna get some supers in here. Now, chat, Just because we hang up the phone today don't mean we ain't coming back later. And just because I said we might come back later don't mean we gonna come back later. Because I could be, doing Patreon or something. But if some shit happens, we'll be back. But as for now, let's read these supers and get up out of here real quick. Pretty long show today. Love y'all to pieces anyway. And keep refreshing your Twitters. Keep refreshing your Twitters. That's good luck apparently. On the volume side, today's the 15th. Call my dad in a minute. Smalls dropped 5 of the super chat. Appreciate you, sir. Voch gonna be sending Collins shirtless pics from Cabo during the holdout, sir. Relax. DJ dropped the deuce and says, remember yesterday, Voch, Sky Lee's news dropped. So yeah, we might have to just count.
That's true too.
Yeah, hey, yo, sir, they was over in your chat talking about some Sky. Don't come back to me. He was like, what?
said, yeah, I was confused and they broke it down. I'm like, oh, I get it. Yeah. If I don't come on, then
But Sky don't come back. Leave. Go. And on the volume side, on the Voch side, we got plenty over here on the Voch side. Antoine dropped a dime and says, good fight, but y'all too at least respect the man. Yeah, we definitely respect Zeke, man. Shouts out to Zeke. Love Zeke. Daniel Lopez dropped 5 and says, hey, Voch, I called in once and I am usually in class when you're on. I've wanted to talk. If we get DeAndre Hopkins, but in the first, Jackson Smith and Jigba falls to you, do you draft him? Hell yeah. The more the merrier. Jackson Smith and Jigba is a 5-year situation. Hopkins ain't got 5 in him. Appreciate you, though. King Grish dropped 5 and says, PPL keep screaming Wagner. Y'all want a receiver or Wagner? We ain't getting both. Give me a receiver. We have answered that early, so appreciate you for your super chat. Mr. Inglewood 77 dropped the deuce and says, sad day for running backs. My Bears got rid of Monty too. David Montgomery. Yeah. He's a Lion now, I believe. Cowboys Nation drove the could be the GOAT, could be the guy. He dropped 5 and says, hey, boss man, no mixtapes this offseason. I need you working with Diggs and Gilly all offseason, soaking up knowledge and refining your skills 100%. If Kelvin Joseph was better, this wouldn't even be a conversation, but, Vic dropped 5 and says, solving cornerback 2 is making my mocks a lot easier. I hope they address linebacker and or wide receiver before the draft to make it even easier on themselves. Yeah, for sure. You want to be wide open and open for anything on those situations there. Dimes official dropped 5 and says, clear 10 more million, grab Bobby, grab D-Hop or Odell Beckham, trade up using the first and the third. If Nolan Smith drops to 18, Madden, or just keep your first and your third pick. That's where the best players are. Texas Angler Detailing, they like to go fishing. Dropped a dime and says, how much money in cap do we have after restructuring Law and Zeke? In my eyes, we have a good rotation. We have to draft good rotational players at cornerback, D tackle, linebacker, O-line from the top, from being a top 3 NFL team. Shout out to Voch. Appreciate you, my good sir. All right, cool. Appreciate you, my good sir. And I am Gambit dropped the deuce and says, please, no Kincaid at 26. Please. All right, y'all. We're going well, hold on. Eli dropped the deuce and says, drunk men love Voch. Pause, sir. And then we got King Grace dropped the dime and says, why it feel like Cowboy fans are the only ones super high on Washington, Darnell Washington. Good. And would your mind change about it? Would your mind change about TS? Terrence Steele. Would your mind change about Terrence Steele if that tender was the 33rd overall pick? Well, still, Danny Savage asked me this yesterday. If the second round pick for Terrence Steele, it ain't the Bears. It's somebody got that pick. I think Pittsburgh got that pick for what's the name. So if the Bears gave you the 33rd pick, or like if that was the Terrence Steele tender pick, like would that change your mind?
That's tough. I asked similar scenario approach to me, and I said, and that's damn near first. That's for damn near first round. I said it has to be a first, or I'm turning away. That's how good I feel about Terrence. But
yeah,
33. Man, but our offensive line would be down to a broken down Tyron Smith.
Yeah,
and who at Walesko or Ball at right tackle? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Terrence has showed me his value.
Yeah. Terrence, just go ahead and sign Terrence.
Hey, he's like 24 or something.
Yeah,
too, so.
don't get too cute. Yeah. Get the better dude. Sign Terrence. Move on with your life. I know you sent me a text, Will Steele. I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right now.
Okay.
But if you're available, can I reach back out to you? We just go back live and do this again.
Yeah, and I don't know if anything happens today, right? But it's just the fact that they've cleared so much money.
Just feel like it, yeah.
And I can tell you this: it seems as if they are actively trying to make something happen. It's just a matter of if it does happen. Just them clearing this money. Just you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You don't do that.
Especially Gallup and D-Law.
Yeah,
that's telling. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like the quarterback. It ain't like Zach, who we know are going to be here. It's Gallup and D-Law, two dudes that, you know.
Like, you cleared, I shouldn't say you don't do that. They clear money. They restructure guys.
Sure.
I just think the manner of how it happened after what happened yesterday feels like something could be happening sooner rather than later. But they are actively trying to make something happen, from what I'm being told.
Real fast before we get up out of here. We love you, brother. Let's get this work, man. Let's get this jewelry for the day. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me and Will still. I lost it. There we go. At the volume, he says, strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Come on, Will Steele.
That's good.
Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss ideas. Weak minds discuss people. Come on, man. Live your life. What's life? It's love in full effect. Congrats on the new place, guy. Hold this L. Appreciate you, Marcus. Marcus explained what L was yesterday.
You know. What is it? Because you got to explain that back to me.
I forgot, but go back and watch. It's some good, I promise.
Oh no, you did just hit me with it. You can't miss shows.
You can't miss shows. You can't miss shows. But Marcus Hardison fully explained what L's are yesterday. So go back and watch Marcus Hardison tomorrow. But there you go. Appreciate you, Marcus Hardison. Love you to pieces and hold this L. It's something good though, Will. See, it's something good. But you know, I'm not smart.
Marcus Hardison, you can't miss shows, guy. Touche, my ninja, touche.
Listen, like I said, if we need to come back, we'll come back. But as of now, we're gonna let you guys go. I texted Koye, asked if he had 5 minutes. We definitely gonna wait and see, but we'll see. Rest in peace, Bobby Caldwell. In case y'all didn't know who Bobby Caldwell was, in case y'all didn't know Bobby Caldwell was black. He was white. We was in the Twitch the other day. Cece in the chat, that should go right there. Cece didn't know that. First of all, she didn't know who Bobby Caldwell was. I played the song that she wouldn't know. Then she was like, "Oh, that's Bobby Caldwell," and I was like, "He white, and that's what happens a lot with Bobby Caldwell." So rest in peace to that legend. Yep. Rest in peace to that legend. Hey, we're gonna get up out of here. Like all the volume pages, follow all the volume pages, like all the Voch pages, follow all the Voch pages. Skywalker Steele on social media, Skywalker Steele. I'm about to go live on Patreon after I eat, but if something happens, we're gonna cut the Patreon and go back on here. Busy time. Y'all hold down for the Doski Woski Peaski Whiskey. Till next time, volume.
Beats Planet.